Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your Timeless Chakra Read. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Pisces Moon, Mal for short. They are my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 23 years at the time of this timeless recording, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box. You can preview it for free. I am also a creator on Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Lovely subscription platform. Most people have heard about it, but if you haven't, go check it out, particularly if you are a creative, artistic whoosy what's-this. However you surf that for yourself, my beloved fishy family, my mer people. Right now we got humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, gods, goddesses. It's my subscription tiers. They all get the extended readings, part 1s on YouTube. They got all the part 2s as part of their subscription. Otherwise it's pay-per-view on Vimeo.com, right? Vimeo on demand. I live stream there every day with a cup of coffee in my bathrobe from the couch on the laptop, not sitting on the laptop, but you know, the technical part, talking about the day's astrological weather, the spiritual implications, the magical applications, ending with a little prayer, blessing, meditation thing. I love it so much. It is the best place, as far as I can tell right now, for my work as a mystical artist. So if you want a whole lot more benefits than I could go into here and now, there's a link in the description box, an intro video to that, but you go check it out for yourself. Yeah, and you want the deeper magic, miracles, mysticism now? Come Patreon on Patreon. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but believe me, just call me Mal. Hey, my fish family. There's some feline intervention going on today with my 3 boys. It's rainy here, you know, like the weather. It just feels a little tumultuous. What's going on planet Earth right now, in general right now. We're fine. But the cats are a little sensitive to it, so gonna do my best to go deep and get clear info for you if you are new to the channel. I've done this before. Chakra reads. I did Chakra Check back, I think, in 2020 during the pandemic. And it was too many cards. I mean, I do those kind of spreads for clients when we have an hour, right, to really sit there and go over it. This is just 11 cards. A great way to check your energy field. So that, you know, you can be in alignment, do the healing. They're general reads, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Standard YouTube reading rules still apply even for these readings, can you imagine? And of course, your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs are going to have different insights and experiences of your energy field, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, mystically, blah, blah, blah. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do my very best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to help you alignment, right? Think of it this way. Healing is pretty much from the root chakra up to the crown, so that you fulfill what's going on in the 8th. The inspiration, creativity is pretty much taking something from the 8th chakra down through the satellite dish of the crown all the way down into physical form, the root chakra. So it is a two-way street that way. Yoga, the Ida, the Pingala, the Sushumna, oh my. So let's see if we can have fun with this. I love this spread. So let's do it. Enough explanation. Let's dive into some divination. Please, it's stupid. Please take a nice deep breath. My guides are ridiculous, but I love them. Still point. Yeah, let's go deep. Using the Mythic Tarot, lower 3 chakras as I call upon my gods of water. The sign of Pisces, powers of the West, please, lower 3 chakra dynamic, the physical world, the masculine energy, the literal level of power, relationships in the physical world. Let's start with the root chakra, tribes, groups, 3 or more gathered, nationality, ancestry, political affiliation, as well as, you know, the physical body itself, a tribe of cells and bones and systems and all of that, the nervous system alone, right? Please, 1 card in clarity. What's going on in the root chakra? We're doing these face down for the Piscean collective 2nd chakra, one-on-one dynamic, relationship to another person or thing, money, sex, power, creativity. What's going on there? Second chakra for the Pisces collective sun, rising Venus, watching this video, receiving this reading, solar plexus, relationship to the self in the world, self-esteem, boundaries, self-esteem as a verb, not a noun, boundaries, shifting, their gut, their intuition, their honor code, what they will, what they want, what they do, what they don't in the world. Solar plexus dynamic, please leave the card in my hand. That was more than one, please. For the Pisces collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, solar plexus. We're going to turn these over in reverse order that they go down. We're going to get them on the table first, at least the first 8. Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Boom. Going to do the heart, third eye crown. This is the feminine energy, the internal, the goddess self, right? Lower 3 chakras, the god self, however you want to dice that up for yourself. Please take a nice deep breath. Because here we go. That felt interesting. As I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Pisces, powers of the West, please, 4 daughters of the Moon Tarot, please. 4 daughters of the Moon Tarot, heart, throat, third eye crown, for the Pisces collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, their internal energy, personal level of power, creative intuition, what you got for them, heart chakra, emotional power. Leave the card in my hand. They just said slow down. The energy is very high. Still point. Got it. Leave the card in my hand, please, for the Pisces heart chakra. Throat chakra, willpower, decisions, choices, spit, swallow, or chew. Third eye, mental power, truth or illusion, can't really tell if the looking through a lens darkly. Please, what do you got for the third eye for the Pisces collective? And for the crown chakra, spiritual power. That, see? Guidance. Boom. Deck drop. All right. The 8th card is going to be one Caroline Myss archetype deck. That's MYSS. She's a PhD. Sacred Contracts. This spread is based on her, the way she lays out the chakras and the 3 levels of power from Anatomy of the Spirit. We're using the archetypes because the 8th chakra is the home of the archetypes. It's archetypal power. It is the program being beamed down from the satellite into the rest of the tech in terms of your chakras. Boys, don't make me pause this video. Come on up, come sit with mama. Do I have to turn this video around? Oh my God, station wagon PTSD. All right, let's get this one on the table. Just remember, archetypes are neutral. No matter how wonderful the name of the archetype is how toxic as it is. No matter how toxic and scary as it sounds, is as wonderful as it is. It's an alchemy from lead to gold. You can have an archetype in the crown chakra for a reason, a season, or for your whole lifetime. You might even be dealing with somebody else who has this archetype dominant, right? So that's a general read for you. I'm feeling sneaky feline vibes down around my feet, so bear with me if I have to pause this, because I certainly will. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. And here we go. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Piscean collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, my fellow fishy family, my mer people. What is the dominant 8th chakra archetype that they are alchemizing from lead to gold, shadow to light, pain to peace, shifting that percentage, right, little by little, aligning their chakra system, developing the soul power as part of their sacred contracts, not a soul contract. Maybe it's with somebody else, maybe it's just within themselves. But what's the program, the script being beamed down to them in this timeless read? You got the pioneer. You got the pioneer creative family archetype. Now look, pioneers, what does it mean, right? Look up the original meaning of the word. I always say start there, because sometimes it's got these ancient root meanings that give a whole other dimension to it. Again, like I said, shadow and light, toxic and healthy. I'm going to read you the shadow attribute. That's what you don't want to deal with, don't want to look at, and if you are looking at it and dealing with it, you don't want anybody else to know. Compulsive need to keep moving on. Oh, that's what they were. All them men's, right? Compulsive need to keep moving on. Oh, they were just leaded pioneers. That's okay. Hey, look, we all have moments. Again, reason, a season, or a lifetime. The light attribute, passion for doing and creating what's never been done before. See, that's the scary part, because it's never been done before. Like, not just in your own personal life. That's a pioneer. It's different than an explorer. Like, you can explore Japanese cuisine. It's already been created. It's okay. You can explore that. It's lovely. Experience it, right? Immerse yourself in it. In anything, right? The DC Comics. Pick something. But a pioneer, sometimes it's a very solo road. That's why it's very easy to not commit to it, right? Compulsive need to keep moving on. Let's look in the crown chakra. Spiritual power, well, you got the death card, the phoenix. Probably more rising from ashes than going to, particularly in the crown chakra. That speaks of a spiritual transformation, particularly with the phoenix. The violet flame, Google that. Google that, the violet flame and Saint Germain, doo-dah, oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, that is the chakra of spiritual transformation. The crown chakra doesn't speak language. Language starts in the third eye with thoughts, but it is the satellite dish. So there's probably a big spiritual transformation going on. How aware of you are you of it? Particularly if you can see it as I'm going into uncharted terrain. Third eye, mental power. Oh, the earthquake. 5 of Pentacles. Your brain's a little shook on this one. It's inside, right? It's not an external 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, maybe it's a situation where you left out in the cold, all that Rider-Waite stuff, which is fine. A lot of readers watch my channel and come to me for readings. It's fine. We're all helping each other. We're all helping each other get home. But earthquake is very perfect for this, because earthquake does not take very long. It builds up for centuries, millennia, and then 10 seconds, everything's flattened, right? A big change, a big shake-up. This, when it's earth inside, heart, throat, third eye, or crown, is about the wisdom that you have. So maybe something that you thought was like really stable, that 4 of Pentacles, no, this is how it is. And this is what I believe, and spiritual transformation in the crown chakra, the death card, alchemy, right? A spiritual alchemy just shaken. I mean, it's supposed to do that, because nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. Course in Miracles. Yeah, I'm a witch that speaks Course in Miracles. Get over it. Which is to say that the truth can't be threatened, because the sun does not rise in the east and set in the west. It just looks that way if the planet rotates on its axis, which it does, right? So, really? Right? It's not that much of an earthquake. But I think you're picking up what the cards are laying out here. Okay. Third chakra, 4 cups. Now, the key word written on here is sorrow. Maybe there is. You're getting a little choked up, right? The ebbing and flowing of the water is a little bit different. We're used to seeing, 1 cup still standing behind in the 5, but here, Fiona Morgan, genius that she is, puts it in the 4. That's sort of like, man. So this, on the if we were to put this on the Abraham Hicks emotional guidance scale, I would say it's somewhere between disappointed and meh. Maybe not depressed, right? But when it's throat chakra, these are the choices. It's a good time to chew on stuff. Not necessarily spitting it out, but not necessarily swallowing it, which means to repress it and suppress it either. That there is a choice here for you to feel this, because yes, why wouldn't you? If you got an earthquake going on in the third eye, that would certainly create what? Some waves on the shore. Maybe not a tsunami. It's a 4. But let's look what's going on. The element of water, heart chakra, the priestess, the high priestess, the goddess Isis. I thought that was one of my cats. It's a siren outside. It totally could have been. The maiden in this goddess-oriented deck. The maiden, the mother, and the crone. Look, what is a priest or a priestess? a vehicle through which the divine works. But 9 times out of 10, hopefully, it's voluntary, right? It is a choice, a decision, that there is secret, deep wisdom. And of course, now look at that, right? So you got this, I'll say we got High Priestess going on in the heart, the stillness of the heart. If you could, the silence of the heart, I forget the author's name, check it out if you can find it, it's a good book. And Phoenix up here, accessorize. Can you see that, right? There is a deeper wisdom. There is a divine feminine purity in your heart. It is the virgin. The High Priestess is the most beautiful woman that has ever incarnated that nobody can have, because she belongs to the divine. Oh, and by the way, you're used to seeing the 2 pillars, the white and the black. Yes, which work, right? A channel through which the divine works. So perhaps there is some, the sacred truth of the heart chakras, love is divine power. Carolyn Myss, Anatomy of the Spirit, trust me. You find her lecturing on it on audio, I'm sure. So it's very transformative, very, very deep here. So this is interesting. The King of Wands, I forget which reading this came up for. Someone else got this here. The King of Wands in the solar plexus. Now we're in the masculine, the outside world, and this is pretty much a masculine energy. It is certainly maybe an Aries person that is kind of gutting you that way, hitting you in the gut in some way, shape, or form, but it might be you from the outside looking in at yourself. And really standing your ground. Cardinal fire, Aries. Not just standing your ground, it is cardinal fire, creative fire, pioneering. I feel like you're doing this one solo. Well, obviously the universe is in on this, right? Obviously there's a very powerful thing. I will say, the mental, emotional, earthquake, sorrow, just key words there. It's bookended, right? So this might be something that you're dealing with, because you know what? Depending on your astrological configurations, you may not necessarily be telling people what you're feeling, right? I'm a Leo rising, Pisces moon, but the Virgo tempers it all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Interesting. King of Wands in the personal power position and first house, the self, the personality. Well, second chakra, you got, interestingly enough, the Scorpio card. Helen of Troy, the Queen of Cups, fixed water in your second chakra. Now, this certainly could be someone that you have a one-on-one relationship with. There is depth and very, silent still. There's a similarity here going on here. This could also really be, and of course, if you have any planets in Aries or Pisces, look at where those planets are. There's more info for you there, I would think. But with Helen of Troy, she didn't have to say much. Her face launched 1,000 ships, right? She was just like, off they went to war. Poor Odysseus, right? Men can never follow directions because they never ask. This is an interesting thing. Again, a general read. Whether this is you or someone else, there is a strong gut thing, and there might be, let's feel this, there might be some things hidden here. Are you doing the hiding? Are they doing the hiding? It might be mutual. Particularly if this shadow is not being dealt with, a compulsive need to keep moving on. There might be some things being withheld here. Root chakra. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups in the root chakra really does say you've got the emotional stability, bottom line, to do this. Is not the 10. But if you have been working on yourself, learning to love yourself, healing yourself, whatever your spiritual, artistic, mystical, whatever you want to call it, healing journey is, right? You've gotten to a good place in the physical world if this is indeed looking at you from the outside, and horizontally, stepping outside of yourself, seeing yourself here. I mean, 9 of Cups. I have to say, this is a somewhat comfortable environment physically to be doing this in. So I feel like you're being given the space. Let's just see here. 9 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 4 of Cups. Well, 4 out of 8 is certainly half. I mean, there's water indicated in other cards here, but not quite as strong as that. 2 major arcana, and interesting, the Pentacles and the third eye. So this could also be thinking about a drastic fast change that's going on. in the physical world as well. But you just got to let it shake out and wait for the dust to settle, because then right after that, you go to the Six of Pentacles, the balance, it all balancing that out. Okay, chakras on the table. We got 3 more to do, and I love these. The next one we're going to do is a chakra reading card, Rockpool Publishing, Rachel or Rachelle, R-A-C-H-E-L-L-E, Sharman. Just one of these to kind of highlight, this is the one to look at. I'm going to read it from the bookie book, and it gives an affirmation, so it gives you a little bit more of a tool to play with, if that's the gig. As a pioneer, every little bit helps. Higher selves of all involved, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, I call upon the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. Which chakra should the Piscean collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video or receiving this reading focus on? What is your clue, your tip, your hint, your guidance, your grace for the collective in this timeless read? Psychic development, card number 27. I'm going to kind of guess by that color, that's the third eye. Somebody having a vision? Are you having a vision? Someone tell Wanda. I bet Wanda's had a vision. So hot. Before and after androidization, whatever the fuck. No, we are looking at the crown chakra, right? They don't do it white like I see it. Whatever. It doesn't matter what I see it as at the moment. Did I skip it? Oh, yes, I did. Oops, sorry. I just got new contact lenses Friday. So this is Sunday. So bear with me. No, it is third eye, damn it. There, psychic development. My apologies, please. Still getting used to these. Which also rhymes. Breathe. All right, higher selves, transmit this. Card number 27, Psychic Development, third eye chakra. You have called upon this card today as it is a powerful time to develop your psychic abilities. Connecting to our psychic awareness is like having an extra sense, because it is. It's called the sixth sense. I see dumb people. People often refer to it as the sixth sense, which is hard to do when you have an angel's gap. Everyone is psychic, including you, and it's time for you to deepen your psychic abilities. Pisces are known for it. You could possibly have a lineage of psychic ancestors, as this gift can be handed down through your bloodline, because it does. It involves biochemistry and the third eye and soma and all that. There are 4 main ways we can connect to our psychic abilities: through vision, hearing, knowing, and feeling. The Claire sisters. These senses are like muscles. The more you work them, the stronger they become. Try doing these for YouTube every day, putting out something. There is usually one sense that comes more naturally to you than the others. I'm really more clairvoyant, clairaudient. And you are encouraged to focus on it. This card is a reflection that it is time to start flexing your psychic muscle, woof, to discover new wisdom for yourself and others. It would be a great time to attend a workshop, to assist you, to read some books. Oh, the idea, how dare you. Listen to some podcasts. I hope that ages well. Whatever medium suits. It's time to dive in. As you grow in your abilities, you will receive an abundance of wisdom, love, and guidance to enjoy and share with others. Pulling this card could also mean that you've been working on your psychic abilities, and you have come through your connection with your higher self. This is such a powerful time of development and learning. Make sure you take the time to honor and nurture your gifts in this process. The affirmation, I am deeply connected to my intuition and reclaim my psychic gifts now. That's not just an affirmation, that's a decree. Now! Serenity now. So yeah, we're gonna put that on earthquake, right? So there. So look, if you're going, how can I say this? How do we say this delicately, my guides? Yeah, the process of spiritual awakening and psychic development has to do with a disillusionment, which we don't like. we don't like it, but the opposite is illusionment. So that can be like, it's not the Tower card in the third eye. It's the earthquake. What you thought was stable and real just ain't, right? Like, when you see the quantum nature of unity, we're not separate at all. We just believe we are, as one example, but that's the big one, right? So something here that you may want to be like, oh, that's really interesting. Let's move on with that pioneer, right? Inability to commit. Okay, yeah, gotta go. Yeah. My divine mother's calling me. So let's keep going. With alchemy, symbolically speaking, shadow is lead, light is gold, right? Did I say that right? I think so. 3 more atoms in lead than gold. That's why we're going to look at those as obstacles through which Lord Ganesh is going to help. I love this deck. It is so warm and lovely because he's wonderful. You're not familiar with Ganesh. This is the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. Angelo Hartfield puts an A at the end of it, which is a little new for me. I'm used to Ganesh, the elephant-headed Hindu god of success and prosperity. Lovely. I mean, mostly known, however, in the West, it seems, as the remover of obstacles. Of course, we go for the more practical. So, let's ask how to remove those obstacles in your chakric field. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Beloved Lord Ganesh, you know I have a thing for elephants. Please, 1 card in clarity. Beloved one for the Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading to help them align this, to alchemize it, to manifest what they need to manifest and heal what they gotta heal with this pioneer archetype. So they really developed that power, that skill that's in their contract, reason, season, or lifetime. Excuse me. Kitty in the kitchen sink, I told you. While I'm talking to Lord Ganesh. Can you imagine me with kids? I can't. Cats are fine. Dogs are like, where you been? Cats are like, oh, did you go somewhere? I love you. Let's do this one more time. Still point. Lord Ganesh, please. Thank you for the laughter. I needed that. Please, 1 card in clarity then for the Pisces collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. Help them alchemize lead to gold. Remove the obstacles. What do they need? Your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message for the Pisces in this Timeless Chakra Read. Steadfastness. Steadfastness. It's a fun word. Try it. Steadfastness. Steadfastness. Good DJ word. Steadfastness, card number 32. Where'd the bookie book go? There we go. Let's see. So, oh, he's an elephant riding on an elephant. There you go. You gotta have friends. And the feeling's so strong. 32. Hey. I know it's humid, but there we go. I'm only humid. Of flesh and blood I'm made. Breathe. Steadfastness. Do not waver back and forth or be moved by the circumstances that are surrounding you at this time. King of Wands in the solar plexus, perhaps. Be focused on your purpose and unwilling to be swayed by what other people think or by what you perceive. Third eye earthquake. Ganesha heartens you by revealing that when you know your effort is not futile, you will be steadfast and immovable. Yeah, but it's knowing that. right? That it's not futile. That's the tricky part. This seems to be a major stumbling block in your life at this time. Perhaps your current job gives little recognition, with no real sense of accomplishment or success. You may feel unheard in your relationships. Possibly the error lies in the fact that in your heart you really feel your struggle is hopeless. How many people are feeling that on planet Earth? Pisces, empaths, the freaking zodiac, yeah, Scorpios and Cancers too, but we're 12th house, the collective unconscious. That's a lot. Surfing the waves or Mariana Trench, you'll find us somewhere in there. You may recognize it on an intellectual level, but you are easily shaken when you do not see the fruits of your exertion. Ganesha is pictured here riding the elephant to engage in the energy of the elephant spirit. Yay! Elephants can teach you that kindness, dedication, and communication in relationships is very powerful. They remind you that it is necessary to keep relationships alive, trusting and loving, whether the relationship is with friends, family, or partner, deeply faithful to all creatures with which they have relationships. Elephants are tough when protecting others and gentle when nurturing them. The matriarch, the oldest, most experienced female leader of the herd, leads in a way that is both gentle and inclusive. Elephants are able to communicate telepathically. Well, I mean, with those heads, you got to figure their third eyes are the side of my entire head. When you draw this card, your ability to truly listen to others is enhanced. Do whatever is necessary to safeguard your resolve. Well, that's a lot. I got a spell for that. I got several. Do whatever is necessary to safeguard your resolve. You are receiving guidance that this is the time to dig in. Remain focused and don't get caught up in trying to create a change, because I get that in the third eye, because that's the process of change going on. The energy in your job or relationship is ever changing. Ask Ganesh to bring you the strength to work through what is happening. Stay committed and on track. Do not give up, as change will show up soon and the situation will be transformed. So just be steadfast and strong. Make my hair glisten strong and long. Make my body steadfast and strong. Something or other. Lori Cabot, Love Magic, 90s, I don't remember. Okay, we got one more card down now, but look, a pioneer, right? It's like, be steadfast, don't give up, right? Stand your ground, right? Inability to commit to a path is found. Well, this is telling you, hang in there. Hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. Location, loquacious. Let's get you a Matt Kahn Healing Mantra card to help put this all together for you. I find these extremely helpful. I talk about them a lot because they've really been like lifesavers for me. You know, the grape kind, my favorite, and an occasional wintergreen. The Ascended Masters, I would say, of creativity, because that is a creative family archetype, but this could really be about anything. So we're going to go General Assembly. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, Ascended Masters of the General Assembly. Please, the perfect healing mantra for the Piscean collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the pioneer archetype? So they can embrace their passion for doing and creating what has never been done before, with a transformation, the Death card, the Phoenix, most likely rising from the ashes in the crown chakra, but as a result of something going on in the third eye with that earthquake, the Five of Pentacles, and their psychic development. This could be somebody just like seeing something that maybe ain't never been seen before, at least not by them. And of course, emotionally, with that Four of Cups in the throat chakra, really the mental, emotional chakra, willpower, that there's some back and forth here, right? There may be some sorrow. There might be a whole lot of emotions going on there, stuck in the throat, not sure what to do about it. And with the High Priestess in the heart chakra, love is divine power. Love is their answer, but You know, what really is the question, particularly with the King of Wands in the solar plexus, with that steadfastness, really feels like that's them. Like, even if they don't have a single planet in Aries, or there's no Aries people involved here, this is really about them standing their ground and creating, but not necessarily making a change right now. That's going to change on its own. Rather to really dig in to doing the inner work, it feels like here, particularly with that Queen of Cups, the Scorpio, second chakra there may very well be secrets, but there's deep emotion here, as well as intuition, right? Their second chakra goes, or like everybody else, but they can feel it deeper, because it's very much Scorpio terrain, you know, down there. But with that Nine of Cups, I almost want to say that's the saving grace here, is that in the physical, in the root chakra, Nine of Cups, even as wish fulfillment, this could be about a wish being fulfilled that they may not be seeing with what's going on in the third eye. But also there is that sense of emotional stability. The 9, yeah, it's not a 10, but self-love certainly is the Nine of Cups. So for them to focus on that third eye for psychic development, and to work with Lord Ganesh, at least to accept the oracle of steadfastness. What is the perfect healing mantra for the Pisces collective in this timeless chakra read? Expressing free will. My choices determine how brightly I shine. Throat chakra. Throat chakra. Your choices determine how brightly you shine. And look, that's why I say this 3 speeds, the 3 settings on the throat chakra. Spit it out, swallow it, or chew on it, right? And different situations call for different settings on that particular, whatever you want to call it, right? Those functions, like a blender, spit, swallow, or chew, puree, right? Chew on it. I'm going to read it from the Bookie Book, but, you know, your choices determine how brightly you shine. With the Phoenix in your crown chakra, psychic development in the third eye, and High Priestess in the heart. Right, there's a groove in that heart. I would work this. I'm going to. As a Pisces moon, I am going to work this mantra, right? Until I don't anymore. Exactly that, right? Exploring, expressing free will. My choices determine how brightly I shine. Thank you. When free will is expressed, the quality of your experience is based not on the actions of others, but on how wisely and lovingly each moment is viewed. Third eye, what you're thinking about it, what you used to think about it, the new thoughts coming in, that's all being shook up because of your psychic development. It doesn't match the unconsciousness of others or fight to have the final word. Instead, free will conveys the brightness of your soul through the sum of your words and actions, even when responding to those who aren't acting their best. That puts a different light on that Scorpio Queen of Cups, Helena Troy, second chakra deal. It does. This mantra is ideal for overcoming feelings of disempowerment, fulfilling personal goals, and becoming more ambitious. I like it. Expressing free will. Neato, peachy, Kino. Here's what's going to happen. If you're new to this, I do a little thingy called a blessimation. It's a combination of a summation and a blessing to kind of really cross the T's and dot the I's energetically here. And then if you want to hang around to the very end, last 2 minutes or so, I release the collective, even though I'm part of it, usually by letting the goofy out. So you want to stick around and chat at the end of that, please do. Otherwise, oh, I have it around my neck. I was wondering where you were. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Piscean collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need from this timeless chakra reading, that they can really activate that soul power, alchemize that soul power of the creator, the pioneer, and ignite that passion for doing and creating what's never been done before. With the spiritual transformation going on, the satellite is being renewed, and it's going to shake up their third eye, and that's understandable. But it's an aspect of their psychic development. Then they can really chew on this for a little bit, right? Kind of deal with the feelings, certainly with that divine energy, that focus, that depth, that stillness, and that silence of the heart that is the virgin, that is the maiden goddess within all of our hearts, that innocence, so that they can stand their ground and be steadfast in their personal power, their boundaries, etc., etc. On the second chakra, there might be all sorts of little weird, vibey things going on, second chakra to second chakra, with other people individually on this, and for them to really take the time and process this and stand their ground, because there is fertile soil on this ground for wish fulfillment, or at least the emotional conditions going on in their physical world is enough, and they have enough of that stance of being able to love themselves. It's not the Ten of Cups, that ecstasy, that bliss, that true love, but it is a personal experience which allows wishes to be fulfilled without us even realizing it sometimes until later. And so may they be blessed with the blessing of Lord Ganesh, with that steadfastness as they express their free will. Because our choices determine how brightly we shine for the well-being of all, with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. So it is. And not to choose is still a choice, but sometimes that's the right choice. Chew on it. Work. Do you like it? Like it. Hit the thumbs up. Help the other mer people find it. That's how it works, apparently. Want more of me here on YouTube? You haven't subscribed yet? You might as well, because I'm fun. And I'm good at what I do, and I've been doing this since I'm 12 years old. I am now 54. I know I don't look at things. And that is my career. I've been a reader for that long. I haven't been doing it on YouTube, because YouTube ain't that old. I am. So loving it a lot here. And like I said, if you want the deeper experience, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more mal, I'm teaching more classes there with Zoom links, right? So that I can see my patrons and they can see me. Come Patreon on Patreon. It's delightful. I love it. If you are a creative type, and you are looking, if you are looking for cats coughing up hairballs on camera, you have found the right place. Beyond my control serenity now. Oh, just come check it out. Click the link. See what the benefits are and the different levels of subscriptions. Come Patreon on Patreon. And I love you. That being said, wishing you the very, very best and the very, very blessed. My Mer family, Mer. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal explains it all for you. Just like Clarissa. I love you. Go heal, express your free will, and let your light shine. I love you. Did I say it enough? I love you. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.